Several storms moving across the U.S. are expected to bring severe weather from coast to coast this week. An Arctic blast is driving frigid conditions from the Midwest to the Northeast. Forecasters say storms are also likely to develop in parts of the Southwest region that could bring hail and tornadoes. For more on the weather, I want to bring in CBS News meteorologist and climate specialist Jeff Berardelli. He joins us now from New York City. Jeff, we're expecting a lot of stormy patterns this week, starting with severe weather and possible tornadoes. What can you tell us about this system?
All right, so, we're going to see a lot of systems as we head through this weekend, and here's the reason why. Take a look at this jet stream coming straight out of the Pacific, a lot of moisture there, meeting up with cold air, so there's going to be a lot of snow and ice, and also it's going to interact with warm air across Texas. That will produce some severe weather, so it's storm after storm kind of bombarding the West Coast and moving to the East Coast. So this is the threat, and it's mainly Sunday evening into Sunday night and probably through early Monday morning. The bullseye is right around Dallas up to about Oklahoma City. Not a tremendous risk of severe weather, but the chance of scattered severe weather with the possibility of some isolated tornadoes. So be on the lookout. Here we are at 11 o'clock on Sunday. You can see these lines of storms forming Dallas, Waco, Oklahoma City, eventually by morning around Little Rock and probably towards Shreveport as well. So that is just kind of the beginning of what's going to be a very stormy pattern this week.
Well, Jeff, California and the Southwest could get a lot of rain after a bone-dry stretch. There are risks of flash flooding, landslides, and even avalanches. How bad could it get?
So we're going to flip a switch. It has been about the driest 6 months that we've ever experienced on record in the Southwest and across California. Remember, there was a tremendous amount of acreage burned, about double the record in California. So a lot of the foliage, a lot of the trees and vegetation that would normally hold the ground in place, just not there anymore. So there are these burn scars. And now we're going to add to it what is going to be a bombardment of storm after storm into the West Coast. So here we are on Sunday, plenty of storminess with snow in the mountains, rain in the lower elevations, and that'll continue on and off through Monday. Little break on Tuesday, but here comes what is going to be a humdinger of a storm. I mean, this is really maybe a once in a few years type of storm because it's going to make its way south, but then it's just going to put the brakes on and stall across central California. So look at that heavy rain moving into the Santa Cruz area. We're really concerned about that. Just to the south of San Francisco, but around San Francisco, Monterey. Notice that the heavy band is still on Thursday across some of the same areas of central and southern California. And look at all that snow, whiteout conditions. Wall-to-wall snow across the Sierra Nevada. We get a little bit of a break, kind of. It's still snowing and raining across California Friday. And then another big system slams in on Saturday. So how much rain are we going to see? Probably 6, 7, 8 inches in some places. Maybe the hills seeing even more than that. But the mountains, the Sierra Nevada, I mean, look, I ran out of colors right there across the mountains. That's why you see all that pixelization, just because the color table doesn't go that high. That's how much snow there's going to be. Locally, 100 inches plus, 10 feet. Some places will see 10 feet of cement, heavy snow. So we're worried about not only flooding along the coast in the hills, the possibility of landslides, but avalanches in the mountains.
100 inches of snow dumped there in just this one, during the course of just this one storm, Jeff? Wow. Tell us also what's happening.
It's all these storms.
Got it. Oh, my gosh. Well, tell us a little bit, too, what's going to be happening on the East Coast, if you would.
Yeah, so the storm that we're going to get for Sunday night and Monday is going to move across the Ohio Valley Monday into Tuesday and eventually into the Northeast as well. And it's going to produce some heavy snow. There's haze. This is Kansas City. So it's really just north of Kansas City. But Omaha's in the bullseye of very heavy snow. Iowa City in Iowa, Des Moines, too. Chicago is going to get heavy snow, although the storm will weaken a little bit by the time it gets here. And notice there's ice around Indianapolis. So just south of the snow, there's going to be ice. Detroit will get some snow. Cleveland will get kind of a messy mixture. By the time it gets to New York, Binghamton, Harrisburg, it's just kind of a shell of what it was. So light snow, occasional light snow mixed with a little bit of rain or sleet, but not much accumulation there. But you can see it goes through Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning, and then it quits. So it's just a lot of light snow for 36 to 48 hours in places in the Northeast. But take a look at that strip of snow, especially right by the border of Missouri and Iowa, just to the south of Des Moines, right around Omaha, right around Hayes. That's, 12 to 15 inches of snow. By the time it gets to Chicago, it's closer to around, 7, 8, 9 inches of snow. And then once you get into the Northeast, it's really just 1 to 3 or 2 to 4 inches of snowfall. But that's just storm number 1. There'll likely be another storm on Thursday-ish. Wednesday night, Thursday, across the middle Atlantic area. That could be a meaningful snowstorm for places like Richmond and D.C. A little too early to know for sure, though.
All right, Jeff, thank you.
You're welcome.